All right, so of course it's sad news to me that Marjorie Taylor Greene is resigning from Congress effective January 5th, 2026. She's been in a very high-profile dispute with the president and, of course, would have faced a bruising primary. And she said then probably the Democrats taking control, then she'd have to defend the president against impeachment, someone who was targeting her for defeat. So I think Steve Bannon was right. He said Congress is really not big enough for Marjorie Taylor Greene, and we haven't heard the last of her. I think she's a talent. She's a passionate lady. I'm very sorry she got into this dispute with the president, but I think her focus on America first is the right one. We need to be focused on this country, not the world. We need to be focused on making things better for the average American man and woman. We need to be careful about what kind of people we have relationships with overseas, whether they be terrorists or whether we give too much influence to any one country over United States national security policy. So very, I think, I guess, predictable outcome here that they have split and led to this resignation. And as many people believe, she's going to be back in some capacity. We'll be watching. But it makes the job of holding on to the Congress that much more difficult for Republicans. Yesterday, President Trump met with Zohran Mamdani in the White House, everyone predicting fireworks, and it was a love fest. We got some clips to share with you about that coming up. So, after all the controversy about the Epstein files, all the big hoopla about the Epstein files, President Trump said, release it. Everybody in Congress except for one, Louisiana Congressman Clay Higgins, said no. Everyone else said yes, House and Senate, and now the president signed the bill. So the Department of Justice is supposedly going to redact what they have to redact and then release. I certainly hope they release as much as they can. We need disclosure, we need truth, we need transparency. We need to show the American people that this is a Democrat issue, as the president has said. This guy was a Democrat donor, Democrat influencer, Democrat friend, Democrat colleague, brought Democrats to his island. The media wants to focus on President Trump and Epstein when they overlook all the Democrats, a parade of Democrats that this guy was influencing, including a congresswoman who was taking instructions from him to interrogate a witness. So, yeah, it looks to me like Democrats are all over the Epstein files. So let's see what the Department of Justice does. So speaking of the Department of Justice, I scratch my head at this one, folks. FBI announcing now that Thomas Matthew Crooks acted alone. So we're to believe that this 20-year-old, who they lied to us about his online presence, they lied to us about his affiliations. They won't show us a video of this guy training firearms at the range. They mysteriously washed down the roof right after he was killed. Body was cremated mysteriously. They couldn't put any agents on the roof because it was too steep, but he got up there. They didn't fly any drones, but he flew drones. And roaming around the area where the president was speaking for hours, people were saying, hey, look at the guy, look at the guy. And nobody stopped him until a Secret Service sniper stopped him, but he got in 8 shots first. He was actually shot first by a law enforcement official on the ground before the Secret Service sniper took him out. I don't believe the whole story. I don't believe this guy did it on his own. Call me a conspiracy theorist if you want. But the FBI's lied to us about so much. I don't trust what they're saying now. I don't buy the story. Deep State Democrats are in a mission to try to encourage military members to disobey President Trump. This horrendous video that was released this week pretty much said to the military, you don't have to follow President Trump. I mean, that is sedition, if you ask me. And now they're all upset about how the president responded to it. But no, I think the big problem is, what do these Democrats think they were doing? They didn't have anything specific they were talking about. I mean, it was, to me, disgraceful what they did, and the focus of blame should be on them for participating in this kind of activity to try to destroy the bond between the commander-in-chief and his military service members. In fact, the exact opposite is true. Under President Trump, recruitment has gone up. There's a bond with the military that wasn't there before under creepy, sleepy, Uncle Joe, Beijing balloon Biden. President Trump now demanding that Zelensky accept this peace deal that has been crafted, a 28-point peace deal to end the war in Ukraine. I would hope Zelensky will accept it so that we can end this war. President Trump really wants this war to end. I think the world wants this war to end. It's not going to be everything for everyone. They're going to have to be give and take on all sides. Some people say it's pushed too hard in the Russian direction. All I know is we've got to have an agreement here. And hopefully, if Zelensky doesn't accept it, it'll come back with a counter that can be acceptable to all. We will see. CNN ran a false story this week about changes in the Trump cabinet. Typical CNN, lying about what they're reporting. The network is on its last legs. I mean, the ratings are terrible. And finally, in the UK, Brits are now being advised not to wave British flags because the police say it's too divisive. So you can't show your patriotism in the UK. It could offend some of the people that are there from other countries. That is a sign that that country is in deep trouble. Hopefully we will never get like that in the United States of America, where we can always proudly wave our American flag.